Okay, so I was going to cover this when it occurred, however, the strikes against Iran 2 days later kind of overtook the airwaves. Anyway, a little bit more than a week ago, the Kansas State Legislature rushed and passed a law that targeted the transgender community without public discussion. Essentially, what this new law does is revoke the driver's licenses of people who are transgender. And it does this by saying that any driver's license that does not match the holder's sex at birth is automatically invalid. And it should be noted that this was enacted at the last minute without a grace period, which essentially means tons of transgender people are suddenly going to find out they're unable to drive. This law also bans transgender people from using public restrooms that match their gender identity. Also, it creates a sort of bounty system where people can sue transgender people they encounter in the restrooms for $1,000. Now, to anyone who supports this bill or the people who passed this, let me ask you this. How the hell is this all this productive? Because to me, this new law looks extremely flawed and stupid. I mean, for one, how does adding these requirements to driver's license help people overall? Because the only thing I see it overall doing is making people's lives harder. Two, how are you going to react when a trans man, some of whom have full-on beards, masculine figures, and other features that make them look no different than any other man, comply with this new law and use the women's restroom? Because when they do, you don't really have the right to complain, seeing how they're doing exactly what you want them to do. And three, don't you realize this bounty system might be used against you as well? Because I can easily see someone go into a restroom with someone they don't like, accuse them of being trans, and sue them simply to annoy and screw with them. In fact, it would kind of be ironic if that's what occurred to all the people who passed this bill. So yeah, unless I hear a convincing argument that this new law is overall beneficial for society, I fully oppose it because it doesn't make sense, it's irrational, and it's not productive.